the purpose of silent CQC breaching is something that we're going to be using as rudimentary process in breaching for the continuation of HOV, okay? You understand the core basics of how to breach basically as a unit, all right? Watching your crossfire, so on and so forth. But this is the next part of it now, is where you're going to be starting to implement very silent CQC breaching. It's all about trust, okay? If one person goes too fast, fucks them up. One person goes too slow, fucks them up. One person doesn't know where to go, fucks them up. One person's not paying attention, guess what? Fucks them up, okay? It's all about trust and being a cohesive unit. It will not work unless everyone is on point, okay? So I want Monarch, Sam, Gladius, Dragon to the right, my right, and I want Killjoy, Yug, Shadow, Tank, and Husky to the left, my left. Those are going to be your teams, all right? Now, for some of you who have already done this, some of you haven't done this, okay? So we're going to start off very simple. Now, we won't have enough time to go into multiple breach points and then crossfire and shit like that today because it just took so long. Not through anyone's fault, just to let you know. It is what it is. Try to cram everything into an hour is difficult. So what we're going to do is I'm going to simply give you a visual running demonstration, right, of what I want to see, all right? And then you're going to replicate it and you're going to drill it a few times. So the point man will, as usual, stack up and get ready to breach the door. However, the difference is usually someone would go stack up on me. That will not happen anymore, okay? If a guy goes up to a door, it's generally they're going to be breaching, so you stack up behind them. Now, what's going to happen is everyone's going to line up here. So Killjoy's team, Killjoy, you're going to be the main guy. I want you to line up. Breach that door.
I'm out.
Just line up.
Oh, there's Republic Commando and stuff here.
Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go down the line and up it, all right? We're going to tap the person in front of us on the shoulder. Then when the shoulders get tapped, the next person taps, so on and so forth, all right? While still maintaining your sectors. Tap it up the line. Good. Once you get that tap, you've got to trust the rest of the guys in your group that they're all lined up. If they're not, you're going to have a very shit breach. Okay? Then you're going to wait 3 seconds. As soon as Killjoy gets tapped, he's going to count to 3 in his head, and then he's going to breach. All right? The second man in will have to watch where the first man goes and go the opposite way. Understand? Okay, so let's practice that very quickly. All right, just to get the momentum going. All right, so Yug, tap up the line. Then continue Killjoy. When you get tapped, go for gold. No one talks. Beautiful. None of you stayed in the doorway. Perfect. Now, stop. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm it down. Calm it down. Calm it down. I know you're all eager. The rest of you, come in behind me and watch this. You'll be doing the same thing. All right. All of you back to where you were. Get back to where you were, all of you. Right. Tank meme, go back to where you were on the left. On the left side. Okay, so tank meme, come closer to Husky because obviously he's standing in a window. There we go. Okay, so who's watching rear? Who should be watching rear?
Should have been me, last man.
Yes, but who else could have done it?
Tank.
Perfect. Tank, you've got a clear firing line, and Yug, you also got a clear firing line. But Yug, your threat is the door. You're standing right in front of the door. You're obviously going to be breaching. Okay, so Tank, take priority. It's about dynamic switching as well. Okay, I'm not here to hold your hand on it. All right. So what's going to happen then is you're going to go up the line as usual. Now, for example, in this situation where Killjoy's be here and Shadow's behind him, and then Yug's there, Yug, you don't need to tap. Right? You got to watch Killjoy, and Killjoy just give him a nod. Right? So Shadow, tap him. Good. Now you breach. Same with you guys. Tap Husky on the shoulder when you're ready,
you almost
and go.
got slammed.
Gotta watch where?
Keep going, guys. Keep going. Watch each other's firing lines, guys. I know it's tricky. Perfect. Now stack up on that door. Good. Well done, Yug. Thank me. Have you given Husky the tap?
Yeah, I've tapped it.
Husky, why haven't you gone? Oh, Husky's AFK then. Right.
Because I thought I wanted you in stages. That's why I
No,
stopped.
no, I said keep going. I said keep going. All right, the rest of you outside, another group, do it. We're gonna reset. Close the doors behind you, boys.
I'll shut the doors.
Yes. Be polite. Next group, stack up.
Stand right there next. Oh, they just got a shot.
Next group, go up the line.
The door's trying to kill me.
Door.
Okay, stop.
I'm talking. Hey.
Stop. Right, Sam. You can find. Right, Sam, get out the fatal funnel door. All right, get out the corridor. Yeah, so come around Monarch. Go around to Monarch. There we go. Now you're in a better position. All right. Now, what you can do as well, right, is when you breach, remember, stack up or tap or nod. If you can't tap, nod. Stop. Okay, Dragon and Gladius, when you breach through a door, what do? The first person that goes through picks a direction and stays to that direction. And the other person, you got to trust the other person to go the opposite way. All right? So Dragon and Gladius, go back and do it again.
Copy.
You guys hold your position there for a minute.
Because I'm on the right dragon, I'll go right and you head left, okay?
Mhm.
I know that's obviously supposed to be non-verbal, but
All right,
Yeah.
it's all right.
for
Okay,
the sake
right.
of example,
Gladius, ready?
silent nod.
Go. Much better. Now it's faster. Okay. Monarch, Sam, go. Perfect.
Fucking
Good.
hell, Viking.
Good. Already got me. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, fall in here. Okay. So let's get dipshit team B to come here.
Hey!
Not you.
Hey!
You're still here. Okay. Rest of you in the building, come on. All right. So that's the general basics of silent CQC breaching. Okay. Now, obviously, the more players they have, or the more players that are around you, the more firepower you have, but the harder it becomes. Okay, because obviously everyone has to get in set, okay, or get into position. Right now, obviously, there's a difference breaking up the teams, entering different entry points, that sort of thing, windows, grenades, flashbangs, you name it, etc., etc. But for the purpose of this one right now, this is all you need to know. Now,
Just one quick question.
yeah.
If we're facing up on a door like that, and we're across each other instead of like in a line, how do we determine who goes first?
So generally, it's the point man of the person in front of you. It's a line, usually. So, for example, if, say, I was in front, Tank Meme, Yug, and then Sam, and I went in and Tank Meme followed me and Yug, and Sam went in then, Yug would be the point man for the group 2 because he's the person in front of Sam.
Okay.
Generally, the person in front of you is the guy who makes the decision. But like I said, it's not always as easy as that because there can be confusion. It's not the ability to do it right all the time that I care about because you're not going to do it right every time. It's the ability to correct the mistakes that you made to have a positive outcome. That's what I care about the most. Okay, so that is a really good tactic that I do. For example, if Killjoy entered a building and I, for example, took the wrong corner, I wouldn't then try and rush around and run around him to try and correct that because it's going to cause more problems than it's worth. All right, and then we die, and then it's my fault. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do one big massive breach with all of you guys in one squad. All right, now where is Killjoy? Where is he? There you are. Killjoy, you're going to be the point man and the squad leader. Okay, you're going to be the guy that breaches first. And what I want to see is how you guys handle with a lot of people coming in a closed space. Right, and what I want to see is what you guys think you could do to correct that and kind of minimize the risk of grenades, friendly fire, covering your corners, that sort of thing. All right, I want to see where you guys are at, but you're all going to do it silently. Now, there is another thing I'd like to point out very quickly before we carry on. The silent breach will only need to be silent until the first shot goes off. Then by all means talk, because it doesn't matter anymore. So as soon as someone opens the door and this happens, talk. Because silent, I mean, you can do it silently as well, which will freak the fuck out of players, I'm telling you that now, right? But AI, they don't give a shit. So you can talk. But generally, I'm hoping with this new system that I'm slowly going to add in and teach you guys, you won't need to. You'll still keep calm and quiet. You get where I'm coming from with that?
Mm-hmm.
So, what we're going to do, you're all going to go back out. Killjoy's going to be the point man. He's going to be the guy that kicks the door in and breaches and goes in first. And then what I want to see you guys doing is I want to see you start using your tactics and understand your surroundings. All right? And see how you work as one big blob. All right? So, go back out there and I will close all the doors. And Riff, if you could equip yourself with an AK, mate, and be a bad guy for a minute.
Yug, you got a pistol on you?
Oh, and Husky, you're going to be a bad guy as well.
Why do I hear my character breathing so much lately?
Yes.
I need to relog. My phones are shitting themselves.
Oh, really?
It's, I know why.
Is that noise?
What distant physics?
All right.
How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 5,
I always
6,
hear that.
7, 8. Right, you 4 still carry on the back. Grab.
Yeah, no, I'm just. I'm just gonna hear like a jet
I
on my
got like
game or
20
something.
frames.
Okay, that's fine. Yug, you're gonna be you and the people behind you are gonna be your own little team.
Got it.
You're gonna go a separate direction from where you are,
Got it.
and then you free your mind, right?
Excellent. Excellent. Well done, Killjoy. Okay, so are we, Killjoy, you happy with everything?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so what we're going to do now is from now on, it's going to be silent until the first shot rings. And then if you need to talk, you can, but I want you to see if you can try and do it very quietly. All right, or no speaking at all. But like I said, if when the first shot goes, you can talk if you need to. All right? On 3, there'll be
hold on.
silence.
Who's
Sorry,
ends?
go on.
Before, if you can't physically tap each other, just nod. Okay.
Yeah, either wiggle your gun up and down or nod. Nodding is generally easier, but whatever works for you. Okay, on 3, 2, 1.
Why am I walking? What the fuck? I'll go into my computer and
Beautiful.
All right, lovely. Okay, so exit the building. Exit the building out the front.
I actually forgot Husky was hostile.
I don't know if you saw
Oh, I saw you.
Can I get healed, please?
Just like to clarify
Who needs
you
it?
guys.
The fuck?
The hell?
Blanks. Blanks.
Just like to clarify, not a single person check to the left or right when they exit the building.
Oh.
You all know the basics. Right?
We were still
Yeah.
okay. We were
Just keep
still.
remembering. All right, that's pretty much it, guys. All right, it's literally the first baby steps we're doing into silent breaching. There's obviously way more tactics than this and implementation. Yug, don't worry, I'll heal him now. Way more implementation of this. Okay. All right. Now, is there any questions in regards to that at this time?
Not at all for now.
I have a question actually. I've got a
Gladys,
question.
continue- Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I was in low there. So when I was first taught breaching, we don't cross open door or closed doorways because it's a kill box essentially. Why do we do it in silent breaching?
Right, so you can
This for
cross
speed.
open doorways, sorry, closed doorways because it's closed. So generally, the way the AI work with us, they shouldn't fire through the door unless given direction to fire through it, like you hear a noise or whatever.
Yeah.
You are correct, but there's only a fatal funnel when it's open because that's an object you have to go through to get towards your objective. Closed, it's just a very crap cover.
Right.
All right, it's the same thing as, for example, a minefield. A minefield to your left, and if your objective is to the front, is not a problem. But if it's right in front of you, then it's a problem.
Yeah, and plus if there's a big squad piling in the building, we can't stand in clogged doorways.
Exactly, right? It's all about prioritizing. Is it worth the risk? So you are correct, right? But generally, this is part of evolution. There's a lot of things that you've understood at basic, which you'll be thinking, hang on a minute, we didn't do that. Well, why? Because it's the reasons why. Because bigger group, less space, needs to be faster. Any other questions?
Nope.
Okay, that's pretty much it. Now, obviously, you've got grenades, flashbangs, different entry points, so on and so forth, etc., etc. All right. Now, one thing I have always said to you guys, all right, is, and this a little biggest pet peeve of mine, all right, is two things. First off, why the hell is everyone switching to their sidearm when they've got a perfectly good assault rifle? Like, why? What is the point? All right, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it looks cool in the movies, and granted, perhaps if you've got a bolt action or a marksman with a 20-round mag, then yeah. But generally, your rate of fire will be a lot more from your assault rifle than your pistol. Your pistol is there as a backup, not a constant usage. All right, so just remember that. Now, obviously, for example, Sam, yeah, okay, maybe he could sort of switch to a pistol because his gun's loud, right? Maybe he could, but he's got a hell of a lot more bullets in his primary. Tank Meme's got an AK. All of you have got assault rifles, which are really, really good. All right, and very good for CQC. Now, obviously, Dragon's got a Vector. Yeah, very good. Tight close quarter combat weapon. Generally not as punchy, but pretty much the same as a pistol. So you're pretty good. The only reason you'd use a pistol in real life you wouldn't, because you got your boys behind you. But a pistol is meant to be held close. It's a close protection gun. All right, short range. That in real life would be an advantage. All right. Because people can usually hide behind a door, grab it. If your assault rifle is longer, your barrel comes through the door first. They can grab it, push it, knock it out of your hands, whatever in real life. But in armor, that's not going to happen. Well, it shouldn't do unless someone decides to knock you out, which might actually happen, right? But it doesn't matter if you've got a pistol or assault rifle, so you might as well use your assault rifle. And then if your assault rifle goes click, click, what do? Do you reload your assault rifle or switch to your secondary?
Switch it to secondary.
Why?
It's faster than reloading.
Yeah. Call of Duty moment, but that is true. It's a second faster, or just under a split second faster, which could make all the difference. Apart from that, that's pretty much it, guys. You're all free to fuck off now before the operation. I'm really glad that you came along, and thank you. Well done for the people who did, and the UAV and underwater. I know it was very rushed. If you want to go through it again, I'm more than happy to take you through it in a slower pace. But generally, UAV is not something that's difficult at all to use, and underwater is even less difficult because we don't use it much. The training will be more uniform from now on. So from next week, it will be Wednesday and Sunday covering the same thing. All right. There won't be any differences between Sunday and Wednesday, just because I've just had a lot of people ask, can I do training? Can I do training? And beg me. All right. Which is really nice. If you guys have experience in certain areas, for example, Killjoy, Yug, Riff, and anybody else who's done like sort of military sort of things, and you guys want to sort of have your input, all right, in certain elements that you feel that we need more improvement on, which is probably quite a few areas, all right, please feel free to contact myself or Riff, right, or any of the staff, and they'll just tell us and ask us. We don't mind. So I go on.
Sorry, I don't want to be too disrespectful. I just want to say something when it comes to you, as you said, military background. Just one thing, please, guys. I know somebody's from UK, somebody's from United States, as somebody which is completely out of the sight. When you try to talk about your military history or your military doctrine, please, some people sometimes get too cocky or think that someone is better than the other. Please don't do that. It would be really confusing for me, and so I would appreciate to talk to an even ground finally, and set Hov to do something either based on either one or the other, or a mixture. But yeah, this is it.
That's a
Thank
fair point. That is a fair point. Hov don't use one faction or one country's doctrine completely. As you can kind of tell, a bit of American, a bit of British, so on and so forth. Probably, a lot of different ones, probably complete horseshit in some of them, right? It's very difficult, all right, because it's armor. It's not real life. Armor is its own skill. That took me a while to realize, mind, when everyone kept saying to me, well, it's not real life. And you're right, it's not. It's its own skill. For example, pistols, as I just said, in real life, yeah, pistol would have an advantage because you can't grab it. It's easy. It's closer to your body. You can have more control over it. But an armor doesn't translate to that. Okay? No, sorry, I got a ping. Moving on from that, if anybody fancies, as I said, having a go or picking something up like Killjoy, obviously, when we first started in COT, you taught us basic CQB elements and also Ace Medical, which helped us massively and spurred on all of this. I know you're very good at helicopters as well, so you'll probably be the first one doing your helicopter tag, as well as Yug. You're very keen on doing your helicopter as well. So if you guys got any feedback and anything you'd like to see added in, make it better, easier, more simplistic, more complicated, let me know. Same with CQC, tank meme. I know you're a bit massive nut with it as well now, same as myself and some others, etc., etc. We're all a community. No one's better than each other. All right, we're all the same. All right, that's pretty much it. You can fuck off now.